what's up, fam? It's your boy Ray with another vlog of the day, guys. It is April 10th, and I'm just dropping another vlog for the day. It is my lunch break right now. I'm just chilling, hanging out. I'm having a great day so far. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully your day started with positive vibes, and if it didn't, well, I'm sending positive vibes your way. Make sure that you take care of everything you need to take care of. If you've been working hard, working crazy, maybe take a break, right? But if you've been thinking about getting up and working hard, you've been thinking about pushing yourself, it's time. Time's ticking. Let's go, guys. Speaking about pushing myself, yesterday we were working out, me and Katie, my girl, and we were at the gym. And one of the things that she noticed is when I was on the track machine and I was running, she noticed that I was keeping up a good pace, and I ran for a long period of time, which is funny that she said that, because I started laughing, because to be honest, I hate the fact that now that I'm more worried about my health and working out in the gym, now is that I decided to start working on running and being better at running and my stamina, right? When I could have been done this when I was in my 20s or even in my teens, I sucked at running. I don't know if you guys were good at running or if you sucked at running. I was horrible. And when I mean horrible, I'm talking about I could barely run one lap around the track without running out of breath, without my stomach cramping, and I know why. I know the reason why. Is I never trained running. I never was that kid that woke up in the morning and decided, let me go run a mile, right? Before playing some video games or something, like in the summer or whatever. I did play a lot of, like sports or manhunt and tag and running around, kickball. I did do martial arts and things like that here and there. But when it came to running, I knew that I sucked at it. And I already know if somebody tried to challenge me in running, I was horrible. And I used to blame it a lot on different things. I used to blame it on my legs hurting. I used to blame it on asthma. I was asthmatic when I was a kid. I don't know if I'm still asthmatic. I never even asked like a doctor to tell me, yo, do I still have asthma? But I was asthmatic as a kid. I had everything. I had the pumps, albuterol, the machine, everything, right? And thinking about that, I'm just like, yo, man, I can't believe I never once decided, let me try to train my breathing. Let me try to train running. Let me see if I can get better at it. And I'm kind of mad that I missed out on it, because now that I'm running on the track machine, I'm running about 1.5 miles under 10 minutes now, which is pretty dope. Like, I'm so amazed by how much I've pushed myself recently in my exercising and boosting up my stamina, right? And I look at that, I'm just like, yo, why? If I would have done this earlier, if I would have done this, back when I was a teen, back when I was younger, I probably would have been one of the best track runners out there, just because of my long legs. And if you guys don't know, I'm like 6'4". My long legs, I could probably get a bunch of distance. I can, oh man, it pisses me off a little bit. But it also reminded me of a story. This story is funny because my mom had just brought up the story probably like 2-3 weeks ago, which is probably why it's fresh in my mind. And this story it's crazy, right? This is in New York City. We're in the Bronx. It's a crazy hot day in the Bronx. Me and my cousins are, trying to figure out what we can get into. What can we do, right? And we're just a bunch of kids just trying to figure things out. We meet up with a couple of friends, and we end up playing some tag, some manhunt. I don't know if you guys know what manhunt is, but it's kind of like tag, just one person trying to find as many people as they can. Every time you find somebody, that person joins your team. It's a fun game. And we would even put limits to where, let's just do it around this block, right? So we decided to play that game around this area, this block that had a pretty large, distance, but not that crazy places to hide, only some places to hide. If you guys don't know, in New York, what we call a basement is different than basements in homes, right? In New York City, each building has their they call it their basement, and it's the area at the bottom floor of the building, in the back of the building, where there's, you know, all the trash gets collected there from the building. The superintendent of the building, the guy who takes care of the building, he lives around that area in that office. There's like an office in the home and whatnot. And so I don't know if you guys are from the city and you guys, you know, run through basements, you know, between buildings. It's, you know, sometimes they'll be full of trash, be full of beds, you know, old beds that they're thrown out. And then I believe, I'm not 200% sure, but I think the superintendent takes all that trash out, puts it in the front for the truck to pick it up, right? So, so we decided to go to this, like, between the building area, right? And one of my cousins gets this crazy idea, and he's like, yo, why don't we like light up this like pile of paper right here and see, you know, how much it would burn. So we end up start lighting that up, right? And we're just burning that little piece of paper. And we look at this bed and we're just like, man, that bed looks like it's been pissed on and everything. Oh, why don't we try to light the bed up? Bruh, tell me how we did that, right? We lit up a bunch of paper, we lit up the bed, and I guess because the bed was near other trash, it just, it became in flames. The flames got onto the other trash, and we're just like, yo, we're just kids just standing there like, oh my God, we don't know what to do. We're just standing there. And out of nowhere, the superintendent of the building, he comes out. And supposedly, I don't know who he is, but supposedly from what the word on the streets of the kids that we were talking about, he was an ex-football player, apparently. So he's just brolic, huge, big dude with his traps are like right here. Like, yo, it's crazy. Dude comes out, he's like, what the F are you guys doing? Yo, ah. And he just starts screaming at us. Eventually, he starts chasing us. And I'm talking about, it wasn't just like a chase, like, oh, no. I'm talking about, you ever seen the Terminator when the cop is just chasing them on the street and he's running at them while they're in the car and he's keeping up with the car? Bro, this guy ran after us like he wanted to destroy us, just to end us. And he was just running, booking at us. And we're trying to find places of where to hide, where to go. And some of us were able to just like find places like here to like in between buildings to hide. Some of them were able to just go back up to their house. But me and my cousins, we're still running around the block, and he can still see us. And my legs start hurting, my ankles start hurting. I start getting asthma, like breathing. And I literally stopped and told my cousins, go without me. Let him take me so that way y'all can live. And they're like, no, we love you, bro. You're going to come with us. And they started holding me around the shoulder. And then they start kind of like, their body starts breaking down. Like they couldn't run. Yo, we were just like, oh, we're limping. My ankles hurting. I think it's because I was having growth spurt pains that my ankles was hurting. So we're just like limping together, just trying to breathe. Bro, and we finally end up just hiding in the store, like in a bodega. We hid in the back. He walks in. We kind of creeped around the side of like the snacks aisle. And as he's going to the back, because he thinks he sees that, we just run out the store. We finally like turn around the corner and we catch our breath against the wall. And then we started heading to our house and got into the house and started telling the story like to our parents, to my mom. And they're just dying laughing at us because we're thinking, oh, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to get the cops called to our house. Oh, this and that. But they're just dying laughing at us. Of course, yeah, we got in trouble. We got punished for it. You know, we got grounded for that. And, you know, they taught us a big lesson, like, you know, don't play with fire, this and that. But I just thought I'd come here to tell that story. I thought that story was a funny one. And if anybody has like a story like that where they try to run away from something, but they couldn't, because, you know, like in a dream where you're trying to run, but you just can't run. You're like going slow. That's how it felt like. That was a crazy time. But I'm going to end the video here now, guys, because I actually have to head back in. My lunch is almost done. But guys, hopefully you have a wonderful week. Tomorrow's Friday. We're almost there for the weekend. Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay positive. You already know. Keep all your goals in check. Keep after them. Take one step at a time. You're going to get there. You heard? All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace out. And always remember, stay cool, stay true, and be you guys, all right? Take it easy, man. Oh, and also, Follow my other Pixelpod channel, Discord, and go on a live stream. Yo, we live stream like almost every single day, playing like scary games and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. Peace out.